Agreed. Greetings and salutations.
The universe is just doomed. 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 Doomed.
Welcome back. It's us, Nicole.
And Tessa.
And
Jim Van Sant.
Jim Van Sant. Because we're doing To Die For. We're kicking off. What do we call this? September?
Obsession September. Because I went and looked through the thing.
And
I
they're
was
all
like,
obsession related.
it's not like really scandalous. I mean, it's scandalous, but it's not really scandalous. It's certainly not sexy because there's some things in there that are not sexy.
Right.
But all of them are obsessions.
Okay.
Obsession. Can you spell that?
I had
Obsession.
September written down.
That too. I mean, there are quite a few sins, but I feel like they're also some sort
Obsession's the
of
big one.
like September just goes with September.
Yes. Yeah.
We had to make a thing. I couldn't make one out of obsession.
No.
September. Yeah.
September.
It didn't go. It didn't
You
go.
know, that Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Sure. Do you remember?
So this is based on a true story, if you didn't know, of Pamela Smart.
A true crime moment, which we haven't had in a while.
Yeah, and this was one of the first televised court trials. So this was like family sitting down, like OJ.
To watch.
Yeah.
Right. This was
OJ.
before OJ, right?
Yeah.
Or no, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So let's just get into
Let's get into it. We've got Nicole Kidman as Suzanne Stone,
Matt Dillon as Larry Moretto,
Joaquin Phoenix, and the first time he was billed as
this was the first
Phoenix.
Joaquin?
Yeah,
Okay.
he had been using Leaf as Jimmy Emmett.
Casey Affleck as Russell Hines.
Ileana Douglas as Janice Moretto.
She's probably my favorite.
I
in
know.
this
I
movie.
love her. And
love
it could
her.
have been quite a few people, but one of them was Janine Garofalo.
Oh, okay.
And she could have fit that
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
And I should have looked it up, and I meant to.
1995, Janine Garofalo.
Right.
Yeah. Like that Janine Garofalo would have fit that vibe. But somebody like a producer or an editor or whatever did not like her as the sister. They wanted like something else or whatever.
Okay.
And when they showed it, the director was like, no, this is what I wanted.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Well, and I always love her in almost anything.
I know, because she's just really, she's just
fun.
kind of playing
She's
herself, I
fun.
feel like.
Yeah.
But it's just, I like the vibe she brings to the function.
Yep. Allison Folland as Lydia Mertz, who was a big part of my college years because Dresden used to make me watch exclusively lesbian-oriented indie film. Oh my God. And she starred in All Over Me, which we watched.
I thought you were going to
over
say
and
she
over
starred in
again.
all of them.
No, but she was in All Over Me, which I feel like we watched many times.
A seminal lesbian film.
Yes.
Dan Hedaya in his sixth appearance
as Joe Moretto.
Yes.
Wayne Knight as Ed Grant.
Kurtwood Smith as Earl Stone.
Holland Taylor, who barely gets to speak,
Right?
as Faye Stone.
And you know who doesn't get to speak even less is, the sister who I didn't even fucking write down.
I didn't write her down either.
Susan Trailer.
Yeah, Susan Trailer, that Suzanne's sister that sits
she
there
barely
like
speaks.
She makes knowing looks. Like
She
that
gives
bitch
faces.
fucking
She
knows.
knows.
Like I know my sister's a fucking psychopath.
for sure. And then I just have Maria Tucci as Angela Moretto.
Angela, yeah, that was the one sister. Like she might have one more line.
Is she from the famous Tucci family?
Is
don't
she
know.
a-Tucci?
I'm checking.
A-Tucci.
Maria Tucci. And so my very first note is, why is this giving Beetlejuice? Because
Yes.
it's fucking Danny Elfman.
Oh, the
music?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Over Little Hope, New
And
Hampshire.
because it's that opening where it's like over this little town.
Little Hope. It was actually Derry, New
Is what they
Hampshire
said,
was
yeah.
the town that this.
Oh, where Pennywise is from?
Right? It was Derry, Maine.
Or isn't that
right?
Derry, Maine?
Oh.
I think that's
But
Maine.
Derry,
Never
New
mind.
Hampshire, Derry.
Yeah.
Just like the Stephen King
Is
one
where this really
whatever.
took
But yeah,
place.
Derry, New Hampshire. So Little Hope, which I love. There's Little Hope here.
There is. And this whole setup, if you haven't seen this, is like the way it's filmed is this has all already happened.
Yes.
And you're going to watch the story unfold as somebody is interviewing. You don't see who's interviewing or, what is this for, but it's like an after the fact thing. So you're going to get flashbacks. We're going to be all over the place.
Yeah,
We're gonna be forward in time, back in time.
unhinged. I
Yes.
truly love.
It's
I love the
good.
way this movie is shot, and I'm not a big. You know me, Nicole Kidman is like I could take her or leave her.
Right, but she
I
does
love
great
her
as
in
this. Yeah,
I love her.
she
And
plays
she
a
got
great
this. It was supposed
murderer.
to be Meg Ryan. And she was going to do it for, I think it was like $5 million. And she ended up, I don't know what happened, but she ended up turning it down. And Nicole Kidman really fucking wanted it. So she called up Gus Van Sant and was like, this is how I think
She did a Suzanne Stone going into work.
She
at
did.
the
She did a
television
Suzanne
station.
Stone / Sean Young and was just
Oh,
like,
God.
this is what I think it should be. And this is how I think you should play her. So she ended up getting the role and she did it for $2 million.
Ooh, I can't say Meg Ryan's too sweet.
I know. I was like, was she trying to break out of her rom-com?
I was gonna say because this
Right.
was rom-com Meg Ryan.
I know,
years.
and like Nicole Kidman is perfect.
Oh yeah,
because
As
she's
an ice
got that
princess?
frosty fucking attitude.
this
towards
is
her.
probably my favorite thing that she's in. That
yes,
starring her.
yes, for sure, 100%. And I also think that in the novel, like in the book or whatever that came before, that she's referred to as somebody that looks like that girl that married Tom Cruise.
Oh really? Maybe she had read it. That maybe she read it
maybe
and she's
she
like,
did.
well,
I
it
don't
has
know.
to
Like,
be me.
She's like, it's got to be
And
me.
this was
Obviously,
before the divorce, so
right?
Oh, when did they get divorced? 90.
It was after Eyes Wide Shut.
99, yeah.
Oh, so they were.
That's
still
when you
married
could watch
during this.
their marriage fall apart.
Wow, I did not do the
Thank
math.
you, Stanley Kubrick,
Wow.
because he totally supported Nicole that whole time, and he almost gave Tom Cruise a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he
good at
gave
that.
him the
Yeah.
Shelley Duvall treatment.
Yeah,
the Shelley
ironically,
Duvall.
he treated the chick better in that movie.
Right,
than-
which is weird because he never fucking does that.
right.
He needed
Oh,
a different kind of
I
performance.
meant to mention we get a special appearance from Cronenberg. He's
Yeah,
the-
we have him.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I have
okay,
that.
yeah.
On the,
Okay.
It took me for fucking ever. I was like, oh yeah,
I know.
keep your eye out.
He's
for
like a
guy
pretty
at the
main
lake, and
character
then when
at
it
the
got
end.
there, I was like, oh,
That guy at the lake.
not Eric Roberts is fucking David Cronenberg. Got it.
Yes.
It. Okay. All right.
All right, so we're introduced to this story through news crews running
Right.
through the
It's the
snow
media has
to a
descended
funeral,
upon this funeral.
and we see all these headlines. This local weather girl involved in her husband's murder? Question mark?
Ooh.
And she's narrating over this about seeing the big picture. and
Right.
having a
Life is a learning
plan.
experience. And, you only, if you get too close to it, you just see the little dots until you
Yes.
move away and see the big picture.
And she introduces herself. She's Susan Moretto. Oh wait, that's
my
married
married
name.
My professional name is Suzanne Stone.
And so you get back to back a clip of their happy wedding day to bam, a clip of him dead in his own blood.
Right.
Like you're like, whoa,
whoa,
what
yeah,
happened
like
in
what
between?
happened here? So then you get impressions
meeting,
from everybody,
yes,
the
yeah.
family. So now we go to Janice and what she thought. You want to know what I thought? My first impression starts with, it's a four-letter
Four
word.
letters begins with C, and you're like, ooh,
Ooh, cold. Because she
C-O-L-D.
was cold.
And she's calling her ice princess, but she's literally an ice skating princess. She's like on
Right,
the ice
she's on
rink
the
as she
ice
talks about
follies
it.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I could watch that every day. I don't know what it is that just gives me such a fucking. I get my jollies by watching fucking Nancy because she's fine,
Yeah.
Right.
Like
And
she
you
didn't
know
die.
that
No.
She was like tormenting her. The whole
right? And also
It's like
everybody
when you see a mean girl get their comeuppance.
a lot of people owe Tanya Harding an apology, but it's not her fault. She was trash. She was just born that way. She was
born
generational
that
trash.
way.
She couldn't help it.
And so Ileana's talking about, I'm just calling her by her
I
name.
know,
don't remember.
Janice.
Is talking about how her brother was a drummer in a rock band and all the girls liked him, and you see him playing,
Right, like he could have
in his
had
white snake
anybody.
tee.
I know he wears it a couple of times.
Yes, he
I feel
does.
like it's like actual factual. It's probably
It's probably just his
somebody's-
shirt he brought
It could
in.
be just his white snake T-shirt.
Yeah. And so you see all the women in the
Right.
restaurant are like really eyeballing.
yeah, they're all looking at him like with his long hair.
And so she never got it. She's like, I didn't never get Suzanne,
Right,
but
the
apparently she's
Suzanne
a fucking
thing.
wildcat in the sack, despite
That's
her
what he
appearance.
tells her. He's like, I don't know why I'm telling you. Like, I don't want to tell you about this, but apparently she fucks crazy.
He
So,
says
like,
that and then follows it up with she's so pure and innocent and like a China doll. And it's like, well, which
Well,
is it?
Here's also
A
the
China
thing.
doll that fucks?
Is throughout this movie, Suzanne Stone is a little more relatable than Pamela Smart ever was.
Right.
Because, like, what did you think was going to happen, Larry? She is nothing but ambitious. She
Yeah.
wants to be on TV. You thought you were going to marry her
And make her
all of a
settle
sudden
down and
she
have
was like,
kids
yes, I want to have babies.
At 22
Come
before
on.
she's done anything.
Come on.
But he also thinks she's the next Baba Wawa.
Well, she does have the
Wawa.
Nicole Kidman does have that putty tat.
A little bit.
The Tweety Bird.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of a little bit.
Her
Well, I
R's
think
come out
it's
as
her.
W's.
I think it's the accent. I think it's her doing.
Her trying not to have the accent.
Yeah.
And so it's all this back and forth talking to him about, or was you not talking to him? It's flashbacks of him.
Right,
'cause
right,
he's
right.
dead already when we start.
Yeah.
And now cut to the Laura show where the families of Suzanne and Larry are
Right.
being interviewed
The
about.
parents of each of them are on this reality.
Can you imagine having to be on the same
serious
one with his parents?
Well, I
or
feel
her
like
parents?
this was after the events what we see at the very end.
Okay.
So I feel like they're like, fine, I'll be on the fucking
Well,
show
whatever.
with them. It's fine. I don't give a shit.
So her dad's talking about how he didn't think much of their relationship at first because, like, she's a college gagajawa.
Right.
And
I am a college gagadua.
well, I can't say it because I'm not one. Oh, Fred Stoller. He's out there on TikTok, y'all.
Hey, there he is. But yeah, like he, no offense. to
Right.
you. That's why I feel like they're so cool and calm is because this happens afterwards.
When he's like, oh, because they're Italian, I thought they might be mafia connected.
Right.
And they're like,
okay.
but then,
Well,
maybe they are.
Maybe. Well, that's just what happens when you're on the East Coast of things and you're
Mm-hmm.
Italian. Obviously.
And cut to them on a motorcycle, like Larry and
Oh.
her riding a motorcycle. And while they're talking about, oh, she had a wild side. And then they're
Right.
fucking against a
I
tree
feel like
out
this
in the
was
park.
the only time the sister speaks is she says like she had a wild side, or
I
was that
think
the
so.
mother?
I didn't
It
even
was
write
one of
who
because
said
she
it.
was there throughout every single scene where you see the parents. They drag this sister who looks like she's old enough.
Yeah, she's an
not
adult.
like a young. She almost looks like she's the older sister.
Yeah, possibly.
Where like she has to go and put up with Suzanne's fucking
Listening to
shenanigans
her
her
fucking
whole
shit,
entire
yeah.
life. It's a baby Jane Hudson situation because Blanche was older and she had to watch her like, and then she had to watch her be an asshole and like, fuck, dude, like, why do you got to be like that?
So yeah, of course, his dad thought he was gonna marry like a nice Italian girl,
Right.
Settle down.
He could have had any of these whatever girls have some babies, whatever, take over the restaurant.
And then they're talking about. It's her talking about the same. She had a veil made just like Maria Shriver's for
Her
the wedding.
dress was a copy of Maria Shriver's dress,
And she
I assume
designed
her
the
marriage
rings.
to Arnold.
Oh yeah, gotta be right.
It's got to be.
And then the cut back to his sister Janice when she's talking about she designed the rings round and gold.
Yeah, do you want me
big
to
fucking
describe
deal?
describe them for you? They were round and gold.
Woo!
Big fucking deal.
And when she goes to throw that bouquet, her sister and his
Everybody
sister and
I
everyone just
fucking
leans out of the way like, no,
I love
no, thank
that. Like whatever that is,
you. Don't want it.
is just like that dark comedy.
You keep it.
You go ahead. I don't like it smelled.
Right?
Like she threw a fart at them. They're all like, "Ooh,
Move to the side.
gross."
So they honeymoon in Florida because he likes boats and fishing.
Right, but she is going there for a convention.
Well, you
But
don't
he
know
doesn't
that till
even-
way later.
Well, he
so they
doesn't
don't
even know
They just
about
make
it.
it seem like she's just sweet,
Right,
And she
like,
just
oh,
went there
that's my
because he wants
little-
to go there.
my little wifey, but she has to stay out of the sun because she's on TV.
She's got her big hat on, waving from
Right.
the dock. Cut to her coming home at 1:45 a.m. in this leopard dress and just like
Right?
getting all over him.
Okay, Suzanne. That's what he meant. I
Yeah.
guess when he was talking about it earlier.
So they come home radiant
Yes.
after their honeymoon, and he buys her a Mustang, and they get this nice condo. And his sister's like, he totally changed after marrying her.
Right, like cut his hair.
Yeah.
Started getting into the restaurant thing or whatever. And I guess the real guy, Greg Smart, he sold insurance, but he was in a band. He had long hair. That was like his whole thing. And
Oh no, he started becoming an adult.
I know.
And they
then
were
he
so
grew
young.
up
They
and,
were,
like,
what,
whatever, but they
23
were
and
20
22?
Yeah. Well, when they got together, 21 and 22.
Wow.
And they got married at 22 and 23. So
But-
they were
and he
babies
was dead by
too.
24.
He was dead by 23.
Still not even a year.
They didn't even make it a year.
So, the sister, they have this dinner where Suzanne pretends to have cooked all of this fancy food from like, who'd she say?
don't-
Johnny Carson's?
Right.
They
like
eat this at Johnny
that's what
Carson's house
right,
or something.
That this is what they make over there and they're like, oh, wow, hey, that's cool.
And after dinner, Janice announces she got a job in the Ice Follies. And while everyone's congratulating her and she's talking about, you can see her face.
I know, like we have a little announcement of our own.
And everyone
of
thinks
course,
she's
like
pregnant.
assumes that she's pregnant because
they all start like, oh my God, oh my God.
no,
She's like,
cut. It's not that.
I got a TV job.
And they're like, oh, cool. Like,
and when was this? Because she ended up having to go in and beg for a fucking TV job. So when
she
were they
probably
announcing?
just fucking
it's all
told
over
them,
the timeline.
I have no idea. I don't know. And this, because doesn't it go there right after this? Probably shows us.
Well, and then we jump to meeting Lydia.
Oh no, we missed a very important part when she's in Florida on the honeymoon.
What's that?
When she meets George Segal.
It doesn't happen yet.
Oh,
as far as
no.
you know, they just went there for a honeymoon. It's
okay,
not till someone else tells their version that you find out why she really went there.
Because I feel like
and George Segal's not even in the fucking cast list on IMDb.
No, I feel like he was
when he popped up. I was like, wait a second. I
feel like he's
name.
like not or like uncredited or something like.
It's weird because he didn't
like
have
that.
a huge part, but he had
but it was a very
lines.
and it was an important thing because it also goes to when she goes to get this job, what she tries to pull.
Right. So they of course steal Janice's thunder about her new job by talking about her new job. And then there's a quick little thing of his mom finding out later that she ordered that food, that she can't cook.
Right, that she can't. Cause she's like, it's no big deal. Like
there are worse crimes, as you know.
As you know, I love that fucking shit because that was when they were on the show.
Yes,
she's
that's
like,
later.
I didn't care. I never told you, but I didn't care because there was crimes, as we know.
So now we meet Lydia, young Lydia, the high school student.
Oh, this poor girl.
Who thought that Suzanne was some sort of goddess.
Oh, yes.
She's a beautiful human with real dreams and aspirations. And then right here, cut back to her waving bye to Larry on the honeymoon.
Oh, okay.
And then she takes him. She had him take her to Florida because there was this TV convention that he had no idea was even a thing.
Right, that we meet Lydia. Her mom's over there watching soaps,
and George
Segal
Segal
she
is
thought
the
her, she was
speaker.
like Lady Di and all this other stuff. But yeah, George Segal is like the speaker, and he sees her coming.
He falters in his speech, watching her
like
walk
watching
in the room,
this
like,
golden
hello.
goddess walk through the convention center.
Do we have a link? Just shoot me, Ileana Douglas and
Oh.
George Segal were both in that show together, weren't they?
She was not a regular, but I think she maybe was in an episode or two. She's not the daughter. That's
regular. Okay, never mind.
That's the other big-eyed girl, but her eyes aren't quite as big. That's
That's right. Never mind.
Why am I blanking on her fucking name?
Ileana
Laura San Giacomo.
We love the Laura San Giacomo.
I love it every time. Laura San Giacomo.
When I was a little kid, though, her name was Laura San Giacomo because
Giacomo.
no
Yeah, because I didn't know that. But now
No.
it's more fun to and probably more correct. Laura
Probably.
San Giacomo.
Fee-na-nay.
So she sits down at his table for dinner and is introduced. And he's telling her, well, if you want to get in this business, you got to do some things ordinary people wouldn't do.
That they won't do. She's like, oh, no, I'm ready to do that shit. And he starts telling.
And now this story, it just so happens it's about this weather girl. And but she's not even a weather girl yet at this point.
No, she's not a weather girl yet. But he's telling this girl started off as a weather girl. And she went to get her very first job. And she had a letter from her station manager that said the bearer of this letter can suck your
cock till your eyes pop out or something. And he was like, yeah, that's the best reference.
So later on, this guy saw that station manager at a party and thanked him or said something about his letter writing skills. And he didn't know what he was talking about. And she was like, so who wrote the letter?
And he's like, looking at her like,
he goes, well, think about it. If
he
didn't write the letter, she was like, well, who
and even
did?
when he's like, she did, she's still like, why would she?
She did. Oh, and
yeah.
then she doesn't get it, but she eventually does.
Yes,
because then we go
where so now she walks into Wayne Knight's station, his local TV station, where it's just him and one cameraman,
him and George,
That's
Ed and
all
George
there.
That are there. And she's like, here's all my references. She's really intense. She's like a go-getter.
And they're like, we just have like a gopher job. Like
this letter.
Yes.
Out of her purse.
Till she sees the other guy.
Right.
At first it's just Wayne Knight.
It's just him. And when she sees him, she stuffs it back in her purse, whatever. And she ends up tearing it up. What an idiot.
And he's like, look, we'll think about it, but we don't. It's just a runner job. You're just getting coffee.
And she's like, I want to be the bearer
just
of
anything
information,
to get her foot in the
whatever.
door.
Yeah, I want to be part of that team.
I want to be such a messenger.
Yeah, I want to be that messenger.
And she leaves, and they look at each other like, "What the
Gangbusters.
And now, what does that mean? Calling her gangbusters?
I don't know,
fucking
because she's
gangbusters.
intense. I don't know, because she like kicked
Goes and
down the
gets it.
goddamn door.
I
Yeah, she's
guess.
a
Goes
go
after
getter.
it. She chases those clouds.
I mean,
I
I don't know.
guess.
Was that music had something to do with gangbusters? I don't know. I probably should have
Gangbusters.
fucking looked it up.
So now she's in bed with Larry, and her alarm goes off. He wants her to come back to bed, but she's got to go to work.
Right. He's like, fuck it off. Like, who cares?
She's like, I
Like,
got to
he
put my
doesn't-
face on. He goes, put your face on me. 2 minutes. Put your face on me.
Again, like, I feel like he's less
He's
of a
the same
sympathetic,
character
like,
in a way as
he-
his Wild Things character.
a
the
little
boats
bit
and everything.
A little bit.
This is what he did. This is how he ended up.
Also, a little bit like there's something about Mary, like that guy too.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, I could see that
like
also.
slimy,
But without the giant
just
teeth.
a little. Like he's kind of a nice guy, but he's dumb, and I don't know what he expected.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like he didn't deserve to die. But like, what did you think was gonna happen?
He reminds me of the mask without the green face paint.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I could see that. And then so they
It's the shoes. It's like that bowling shirt
The
and
shoes
the
and
black
Yes.
and white shoes or something.
and they talk about her dog Walter, and you see that she receives him as a gift in a big box on her doorstep, and you
Right.
hear a motorcycle pull away.
Right.
Nobody drives a motorcycle in this.
No,
movie.
Larry does.
Does he?
Yeah,
Does it
he's
show
got
him?
the-
Oh,
yeah,
duh,
he-
they're riding the motorcycle. But why did he leave it? They were
Because
already
it was,
married, weren't they?
Like, I don't know.
He
It was
just
supposed
left
to be
it on the
cute, I
doorstep?
guess. It was supposed to be cute. Well, in
And
real
ran
life, Pamela Smart
Why'd
had
you
a
transport
Shih
a dog on a
Tzu.
motorcycle?
Yeah, I don't know.
He like had
Carefully.
a bungee corded
Bungee
corded
cord
to
box.
the back. But Pamela Smart had a Shih Tzu named Halen after Van Halen. It wasn't after Walter Cronkite.
Because they made the whole. She wasn't a news reporter.
She wasn't
she
a
worked
news
at the
reporter.
school.
She worked at the school, but she was
a
like a media consultant.
Yeah.
Her whole thing when she met Greg Smart was she was the Maiden of Metal on her college radio station.
Really?
And she liked heavy
Yeah.
metal.
So they went a different way
she
with
had
her
the
whole
hair. And then what's her name? Helen Hunt went on to play her.
Oh,
in
you
the
said it,
made
the
for
TV
TV
movie,
movie.
yeah.
And that's perfect casting because there is no lips.
with Chad Lowe.
Yes, Chad Lowe.
Remember Chad Lowe, y'all?
I remember Chad Lowe.
And what's the brother? It was. He's not Rob Lowe's brother.
Isn't he not Rob
is he?
Lowe's brother? Yeah, he's
Chad
a
Lowe's
Lowe,
brother
isn't he?
is.
No.
I feel like there was another one though too. Maybe was there another Lowe?
Oh God, he looks just like Rob Lowe.
Oh, does he,
He
now?
was
Because he
on-
didn't
wasn't
used
he
to.
on,
He was in
Life
My Two
Goes On?
Dads.
Oh shit! Life goes on.
Yeah.
I think My Two Dads and Life Goes On.
Yeah.
Were the big Chad Lowe ones. But yeah,
Wow.
he's Rob Lowe's little brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he looks just like him.
He didn't used to.
Wait,
No.
he's his little brother? Holy shit, he looks
He
older
didn't
than
used
I know,
to
him.
look
that's what I'm saying.
anything
He
like
looks
Rob
like the
Lowe. That's why
older
I'm like,
brother.
He's married to Hillary Swank.
Oh, I thought he used
No,
to be.
he was.
Okay.
Yeah, 07. Yeah, Rob Lowe's
I
his
remember she
brother.
forgot
And
to
Justin
thank him.
Lowe?
There's another one.
that's what I'm saying. I thought maybe there was another one.
Let me see what
Justin
Justin Lowe
Lowe.
looks. Oh,
Is he the
nothing
youngest?
Like
Nothing
him.
like either of them.
Oh my
Weird.
God, nothing.
Maybe
Rob
they just
got
have
all
the
good
same
genes,
dad.
I feel like
Maybe they just have one.
fuck is that?
One shared.
That is not a low.
He looks like he's
Weird.
in an early 2000s
It got
emo
lower
band.
and lower,
Lower
and
and
lower
lower.
every time.
He's a Modest Mouse, right?
That's
what he looks like.
I was like, really? No, he just looks
No,
like
he's
he
a
is.
cinematographer.
Oh, clearly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and the note on the note on the box for the dog says, "To Zan, I'd die for your love."
Oh,
If you
They
only
said the name of the
knew.
movie.
If you
to
only knew.
die for.
So her boss shows her desk, or he's showing the camera. They are now interviewing her boss,
Right.
And he's showing what her desk looked like. She had all these hot pink file folders
All
full
of her
ideas.
all of the things, and she would go in there all
This
the time.
montage
like,
of her
pitching
coming up,
shit,
pitching.
shit. And he's like, we're like a public access.
He's like, we're not doing any of that.
a local. It's me and George. Like, what do you think we're gonna do?
And she finally wears him down to let her do the weather.
Right.
So now everybody's sitting watching her on TV from their respective places. And then we meet Lil Joaquin Jimmy in jail.
Yes.
This
and
is our first, you didn't know this kid
girl,
exists till this
ain't
moment.
Nobody plays slow like Joaquin.
Right?
Phoenix. Holy shit.
Right?
What the fuck is wrong with this kid?
He is.
I mean, like, whoa.
Yes, it's very clear immediately when
There is
he starts
something
to talk.
wrong
Oh,
with
now I
Jimmy
take the weather
Abbott.
seriously. If there's lightning or snow,
I have to jack
jack off. And they're like, whoa, bro.
Right.
Come on
Like,
now.
we don't want to hear that, but
Getting
whatever.
horny
He's
for the
like,
weather.
I'm here for life plus 30 years if I
There's
live
got to
that
be
long.
something to that, though, being horny for the weather with
Maybe.
I'm
the
sure
weather
that's
girls,
I'm sure.
I
the
guess.
trope of what weather girls look like.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's got to be a specific fetish. The Billy, what's his butt? The actual guy, he's out of prison.
Oh
now.
yeah,
He's
both
been
the
out. Yeah,
guys.
all of them.
They're
three
all
of
out.
them out.
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
of
25 years they served, I think. And
Yeah,
got out.
she's still in. God, it's not Lydia. What is it?
It's 3 dudes. I don't think there was even
Three.
a girl.
No, there is a girl.
Oh, there is a girl?
Fuck, I can't think of what her name is. She didn't serve any time because she
'Cause
wore a
she-
wire
right.
and did the whole thing.
Yeah, that part's
But
true.
the 3 boys have been out.
They were like
and-
3's too many. We can cut it down to 2.
I know,
We don't
like
need all
whatever.
this.
We don't
It's too
need. Yeah,
much.
we need to streamline. And I guess Ben Affleck had auditioned and lost out to his brother for the role of Russell.
His brother Skeevier.
That's exactly why he got the role because he hadn't lost his accent and he was scrappier.
Yeah.
So Reed Skeevier.
Mhm. And they really did have mullets.
Yeah, that wouldn't. It does not surprise me.
So cut to her walking into their school for the first time, and all 3 they're sitting together, and they all like
That
watch
metal,
her
like,
walk past. Like yes, they're listening to metal on his
Right.
boombox, smoking in front of the school, and she's there representing the TV station. She
Right.
wants to talk to the kids.
And I know these kids smell like a fucking hamster cage. I know.
Sour milk.
Sour milk, sweaty sheets, hamster cage, and cigarettes, probably. Peanut butter.
We were in
Maybe a
a
little.
store. I can't remember where I just was with my husband. We went into some store or something, and he said it smelled like a locker room. And I said, it doesn't smell like balls in here. And he's like, what?
Why did your locker room smell like
No, has I been in a boy's locker room?
Drumline.
Drumline. But I was like, it don't smell like feet, balls, or mildew. So I don't know
Right,
how
like,
it
I don't
smells like
know
a
what you
locker
mean.
room in here.
I don't know what you mean. You're all like, no, I know that smell. That's not that smell.
I know the cum tree. I know the boy's locker
well,
room.
everybody knows the
I'm
cum
aware.
tree. If you have
I'm
been
aware.
in proximity of the cum tree, you know.
You know it.
You turn to your husband, you're like, oh, sweet summer child.
If you only knew. So yeah, so she sits them all down and tells them, "Look, I want to do this project. I want to learn all about you guys. I want to put you on videotape." And
It's
Russell
like
keeps making
real
these
world
crude
before
jokes.
real world.
And she asks about if anyone's been on TV, and fucking Lydia, all 3 of these kids dumb as hell.
Oh my god, I know.
Dumb
They're
as
like they're
hell.
trashy, they're dirty, and dumb as fuck.
Like, how did she just immediately meet the 3 dumbest kids in the school?
Because they were the only ones that
The only
wanted
ones
to
that would
like
sign up.
do it, I guess.
And so she raises her hand like, yeah, I've been on TV. And she tells about how that time
The
she walked in front of the
security camera?
security camera and saw herself on TV.
Lydia.
And everyone's laughing at her, but she's like, wait. She's like,
No,
some
lots of people do
start out that way. They get
right,
the
they get
the bug.
discovered
Yeah,
and whatever,
after
and they
seeing
see themselves and they can't get out of their head.
So they're getting all rowdy and crude, and the teacher finally comes back in and saves her. She posts her little sign-up sheet up, and Jimmy's right on it.
Right, he's like
He
the
can
first
spell
one,
his name.
at least, but it's like very large scrawls
Yeah.
over the whole thing.
And Lydia, of course, also immediately
She
signs
wants to
up.
do it, and Russell is getting beaten.
The
by
teacher's
the
beating his
teacher.
ass. He's like on the ground. Like, how hard
Well,
did he hit him?
His teacher's beating his ass. His dad's beating his ass.
I know,
like
this poor
everybody's
kid.
beating his fucking ass.
There's
like,
a reason he's a little shithead.
exactly.
So yeah, so he's telling him like, oh, there's a way for you to make up for your offenses. So he's getting a beaten for disrespecting
Right, like
Suzanne.
you embarrassed me.
So he's like, now you got to go sign up to be in this thing.
You can make up for it. So he goes, and he's the only 3 kids
Yes, that's
that
all he
sign up
signed
for
up.
this shit is Jimmy, Lydia, and Russell.
And her boss talking about how she taped hundreds of hours with these 3 dorky kids.
Yeah.
And he starts showing
Like
some
all
of
the
the
tape
tape.
because it's the station's tape.
Right.
You could do whatever they want with it.
And it's Suzanne is like introducing the kids to the camera, asking about their future plans. Lydia has none.
And everything that she filmed this in character. Like she did all of the video.
Oh, really?
Whatever the video footage she filmed.
She
in
filmed it.
character. Yeah.
So Russell's like, no, Lydia has a goal to fuck the new kids on the block. She's like, it's Motley Crue. All right. God.
Whatever.
Be respectful. And she asked
Be
James what his
respectful.
future plans are, and he just fucking like he
I
practically
don't-
drools on the table. Huh? What does it mean? And he says later it's because it's because she called him James.
Right.
Nobody calls
me James because I was named after my mom's favorite actor,
Jimmy Dean. Shut
the
up. That's
sausage
a sausage
guy.
man. The actor's name ain't Jimmy Dean.
No, there was a Jimmy Dean.
James Dean, though, right?
No,
Or
I know.
she-
Also
his-
James Dean, but
I
that's
was
not who
thinking
she's
of-
talking about. She's talking about Jimmy Dean, the sausage guy, who was
Okay,
also an
that's
actor.
what I thought. I was like, what the hell? And so his name is not even James. His name
No,
is just
it's
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
But he tells everyone his name is Jim because he wants a life like Jim Morrison.
Right. That's what
Yeah.
his name came from.
He wants to be able to get his dick out on stage or something.
right.
I don't
because
remember
that's
what he
says
says.
something about like
Because
taking his dick
sausage.
out. Yeah,
Yes.
it's all very close.
And
Jim, do you feel this way about your name?
right.
Pack of sausage.
So now Jimmy, Lydia, and Russell are
No,
in
it's
the
actual
junkyard.
sausage.
You brought sausage?
They're in the junkyard, and Russell's beating up on cars with a bat, talking
Right.
about what it must be like for her and her husband fucking, or I don't
Right, like it's
random.
just this whole teenage angst. Like I don't know.
And Russell starts talking about we can get some money from her.
Right,
And
like,
he's
she's
what-
got money.
What makes you think she has money?
Look at her.
Like, she's clearly got more fucking than us.
That and her husband, like they own a restaurant, like whatever.
Right.
Like there's money. There's got to be money.
So now it's a family pool party with his family, and he's out there grilling.
And she's wearing
and
like a suit. Like
she's wearing what she wears to go on TV
Right.
that night. So she must have had to leave straight from the.
And they all start in with her about like having.
And
babies.
they've been married
I
a couple
don't-
months at this point, maybe.
I don't know what they thought was gonna.
Does this woman seem like
happen.
a mother to you?
No. She was like, oh no, like oh god.
Yeah, so he's
like,
asking her. He's over there playing with kids. Like, oh, you want one of these? And she's like,
no thanks.
And she's just talking about how fat he's getting. That he's got this spare
Right,
tire.
like he's gross and whatever. Like to his mother.
and the mom's like, well, we just want you guys to have kids.
Yeah,
And she's like, a woman in my career with a
Right.
baby has 2 strikes against her.
it's already hard for a woman in my field. To
She's like, what if
get-
I get called on international assignment? And the mom's looking at her like, you are a
the
local
weather?
weather
Right,
girl.
like, you're
what are
not
you
gonna-
talking
She's got
about?
big dreams. I guess you got to give her that shit. She got big fucking dreams.
So Larry tells her he wants kids and asks what she thinks. And she's like, I think if you wanted a babysitter, you should have married Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And she goes to work.
Yep, I got to go to work.
And Larry watches at home with his pup. Jimmy watches her in just his chonies on the couch while
Just-
feeling himself up.
Right, like
And you know that room smelled crazy
oh,
too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can smell the mildew
Oy.
and the cum.
And he's imagining, oh yeah.
It's
he's
like he
imagining-
doesn't hydrate properly. It's like all
And he didn't have no tissues or socks
Nope,
nearby.
it's just there. It's on the couch.
He leaves it crusted in the underwear or whatever.
He
just
leaves it between the cushions.
Oy.
He's stuck to the couch now.
He's
That's where
imagining
he's been for
her
days.
talking to him about
Oh,
his
James.
your big,
James.
fat, hard beep. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, like he's just out there fucking dick in his hand. Nobody is
Yep.
supervising these
No.
kids.
So now, the sister Janice and Larry are talking on the phone, and he's talking about how he wants a kid, and she's like, "Well, when
just
she's
knock her up. Janice.
you also
Janice.
know she's not going to be a good mom."
I know.
And he mentions that she wants to move to Los Angeles, and she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like, tell her no."
Just say no.
And why is Janice's girlfriend washing her hair in the bathroom sink? Did you notice
Oh,
that?
I didn't even
Is
notice
there no
that
shower?
Janice had a girlfriend.
Yeah, there was a girl in her bathroom
Huh.
washing her hair in the sink while she was on the phone, and then later that
Weird.
same girl, I think, is the one that's like hanging out with her by
Oh.
the. So that's the way I took it. It doesn't.
I
ever
didn't
show
even
it.
notice another person. I was just all eyes.
Yeah,
on
there's like a
Ileana
girl just
Douglas.
washing her hair.
It's her eyes. I'm like, I
You can't.
can't.
You're transfixed.
I can't see around
Wendy
her.
Malick. That's who I was thinking.
Oh,
because the eyes.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
She's got some big eyes too.
Big
So-
eyes.
So Suzanne comes home and heads upstairs, but Larry calls her back down. He wants to talk again about kids.
Right. Like if you thought about what
What
we
are our
talked about, like
priorities?
what do we want to do? And she's like,
She's because he's got all these
know.
ideas for the restaurant, and he's like, I'm gonna have like live music and open mic nights, and
Right.
you could record, edit, and sell their tapes back to them. She wants to be the on-air personality.
I know
sir,
she does not want like
to sell tapes
I
back
don't
to them.
know. Again, this woman is highly ambitious. This character, this woman,
Yes.
whoever, she's highly ambitious. I'm not talking about Pam Smart. I'm talking about Suzanne Stone. What made you think that the first thing she was going to do a few months into getting married was going to have a baby?
When this-
and then several babies.
This conversation seals the deal for her. They do a literal tunnel vision
Oh, I
narrow
know.
as
She's just
he's
like,
telling her, you know, being a weather girl isn't really going to lead to anything big,
Right.
and just beep.
Yeah, like I don't even hear
She's
you
in her
right now.
sights.
Nope, I'm not doing that shit because really, I didn't like the way he.
No.
I don't like his fucking.
And he's like, what do you think? And she's like, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about
And
it.
she gets this kind of sneaky look on her face.
Right.
And before we find out what happens next, now's a good time for a
Is
break.
it time already?
We'll be right back.
Have you guys heard about bad movies, worse people?
Heard about it. I'm on it.
Are you?
I'm on it too.
Where can I hear it?
Anywhere you get podcasts, you can get
Oh,
Spotify,
yeah.
iHeartRadio,
Ooh.
YouTube.
Videos on YouTube.
I hear they have videos on Patreon as well, and ad-free.
There's 2 different tiers, just like when I cry.
The inner and the outer.
It's bad movies, worse people. We take a movie that could be considered bad for whatever reason, use it as a jumping off point to make inappropriate jokes and have conversations that have almost nothing to do with the movie, and then at the end we decide whether or not we like it. If you want to laugh and you like bad movies, come check us out, because we usually like them too.
I hope you like bad impersonations and accents, that is.
The best thing I love about them is they deliver every Monday. They don't take breaks.
We release an episode every single Monday, plus 2 Patreon episodes a month, plus an episode every Friday the 13th, and more and more and more and more.
Knitting, knitting, knitting. Podcasty.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back, and we're back to the interview with Suzanne, and she discusses her marriage.
Yes, that their road was paved with many speed bumps, but that Larry would never stand in her way.
No, and the word divorce was never mentioned.
No, because she has 110% commitment to everything she does, and she does not give up. So a divorce is a loss.
That's not what she was going to ever do.
And then she takes Lydia to watch her try on panties. This poor
Yes.
girl.
And on top of that, like, are you wearing your underwear? Because it doesn't seem like it. Like, you're just leaving your snail trail all over this fucking lingerie
She's
and this, like,
literally, because at first I had to
With your
stop it for a
dog?
second because I was like, is this her closet?
well,
and then I'm like,
no,
no, there's
this
tags
is
on
like-
those underwear. This is
yes.
a dressing room.
you are pulling that all up your butt crack, Suzanne.
Always wash your new clothes.
You're
Right?
not that clean.
Especially
I know that that's what
panties.
Jimmy thinks, but look at fucking Jimmy, okay?
And she's like, oh, Mr. Moretto's going to love those. And she's like,
Fucking
this
Mr.
shit ain't for
Moretto.
Mr. Moretto.
No, let me just tell you something. Actually, you know what? No, you wouldn't understand.
Maybe I would. And she's like, well, you think life's going to be like fairy tale and you're going to get your
Right.
Prince Charming.
And you like go out and you look at him and it's nighttime and he says all these things and then you grow up.
You wake up in the day and you look at him and now he never asks about your work. He's
Nope.
a nice guy, but he doesn't know a thing about television.
Nope.
Like you knew this when you
I
married
know.
him.
Also her.
Both of them.
Foolish.
Ugh.
Foolish, foolish, foolish.
And Lydia starts showing off her little trinkets that Miss Moretto bought for her ankle bracelet,
Like under her sock and her jeans.
her scent,
And her scent that she's saving it for a special occasion. Nobody ever bought her that before except
for
for
mom's boyfriend Chester the molester.
yeah, I bought her body oil, Garden of Eden body oil, and of course he wanted to like show me how to use it.
When she was 12. Cut to her telling Suzanne about being molested until she got TB and he lost interest. And then she immediately says she got TB and he lost interest, but then says she had to pull a gun on him and threaten to shoot him. And
well,
then
like
he
I guess
stopped.
afterwards, like
Yeah,
you
I don't
better
know.
not come after me again. But Suzanne's like, well, you just got to put that out of your mind. Don't even think about
Yeah,
it.
like a change in the channel on the TV.
Exactly.
So now she's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have told her that story. Maybe I gave her
Right,
ideas.
because she was like, I told him like my mom keeps this gun because of all these sex maniacs, and like one of these days I was gonna have to get that gun and shoot him, and I probably shouldn't have told her that because now that I'm thinking about it, maybe
that was
got
part
some
of it.
ideas.
So Suzanne comes home and he's going to a trade show with his dad and he wants her to think about what they talked about.
Right, and she is.
And this weird little scene where so he leaves and she does this slow stretch and turn, and as she turns, it becomes nighttime, and now
it's
the
just
doorbell
a-
rings.
It's just a.
Well, and the way she stopped and then like did her arms, it was like the
know.
change in her
I
personality
know,
or something. I don't know.
And I really like her pants, but I would look like a fat sack of shit.
Oh, yeah.
in those
I don't have
fucking
the body
pants. I
for
don't
that.
either. Nope. Mm-mm.
But it's Jimmy and Lydia at the door.
Right, and at first I thought it was all three of them, but it
No.
was just the two of them that come. And now we're having a dance party.
Yeah, so Larry and his dad, we go back and forth between Larry
Right.
and his dad on the drive, talking about ideas for the restaurant. Meanwhile, Suzanne is videotaping a dance party for two,
Right.
trying to teach Lydia how to move her hips.
Just move your body.
And
You
Jimmy
gotta
is
move your
almost
body.
Crispin Glover levels of awkward dancing.
Oh my God. He's doing like the, what is it from fucking
Seinfeld?
Yes,
Elaine.
little kids.
He's not doing.
Elaine. I
He
almost
didn't
said
do the
Ellen.
full sideways kick.
No,
but
well,
he's
you
getting
couldn't
close.
see. It was only from the waist
Right?
up. He could have been doing little kicks under there.
And so Lydia gives up dancing, so she starts dancing with Jimmy, and then she's like, "You know what, Lydia? I think
It's been
Walter needs a
forever
walk."
since Walter's had a walk. You need to take him out for a walk around the block, and don't let him come back until he's gone like a good little boy.
And so she comes back in after walking him, and she cautiously, like, there's nobody downstairs
No one's
anymore.
downstairs, but there's music going on upstairs.
And they left the door cracked, so she knew she was gonna come watch them fuck.
Well,
She wasn't trying to keep her from watching them fuck.
no. Well, I don't know if she thought like don't let him come back until he does his business.
Was gonna
or
give him
whatever.
enough
Like I
time.
have no idea. Well, I'm sorry. Jimmy's going for fucking hours.
Well, he's masturbating all the time. He's
well.
built up a tolerance.
Okay. But when it actually touches pussy, are you kidding
Right?
me?
I know. So cut to him in prison talking about zombie movies and how it was like, you know, like zombies can't help eating brains.
Right, like,
'cause
and
they're
I couldn't
dead.
help myself. It
Yes.
was like I couldn't, when I was around her, I
And
couldn't.
she's such an
make him-
idiot. They took pictures in the photo booth at the fair.
I
like, how
know.
are you
And
gonna...
let him keep it?
Yes.
Well, she was just as dumb with the tapes.
Yes. And cut to her crying all over him in the car. And like, do you think about me?
When we're not
can't
together,
handle this
like,
anymore.
oh, and I go home and he hurts
He
me.
has a temper.
What does he do to you?
She's like, you know, I saw women on Sally Jesse wearing disguises and they live in shelters. And if I could do
go
that,
there if they
I
let
could
me take Walter. And he's like, no, oh,
Can't
no.
you just get a divorce? Like, even Jimmy's smart
I
enough to
know.
be like,
he's dumb as fuck, but at least he had that.
wouldn't it be easier
In
to
his
get
back
a divorce?
pocket.
And she's like, no, he would get the car and the condo and,
And
he would
he'd
take
take
Walter. No,
Walter.
he wouldn't.
No, he ain't gonna take your fucking dog.
And Jimmy's like, well, I guess a guy who could do that doesn't deserve to live. And she's like, oh, I suppose you're right.
Oh, I love this song.
Sweet home Alabama. She gets out of the car in the rain and starts fucking
Dancing
dancing around in front of the headlights.
I know.
And he just watches her. I'm surprised he didn't whip it out and just start jerking off watching her in the rain. He
Same.
just stares at her
I'm
like,
surprised he had that self control. He'd
Right?
gone
It's
like
It's his favorite things, weather and her.
weather and
Maybe he
her.
didn't even have to touch
He did,
himself.
yeah.
I know
Just
he just
exploded in his
came
pants.
in his pants.
So now Lydia's talking about how she used to let her drive her car with no permit because she's going to be her PA when they move to California.
Right, and like when we get there, I'm gonna be her personal assistant. and
Instead,
I'm gonna
she
have to do all
drives them
these-
to motels to fuck and watch the dog.
She's couch commando every fucking time.
And so now Suzanne and Jimmy are in bed in the motel, and she's like, "Did you talk to Russell?" And he goes, "Yeah, he wants $1,000 and
She's
some
like, "That's it?
CDs."
That's it.
Some
What do I look
CDs.
like? Fucking Columbia House?
Did you get the gun? And he's like, "No." Why not?
Well,
Well,
because I thought
you'd
you
just
were gonna
ask
ask
Lydia.
You have to ask Lydia.
Don't you understand? Do you want me to keep doing what I was doing?
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
blowing
that's
you?
what she's like blowing him, and she keeps stopping to ask him questions
And
or whatever.
he's just like eyes rolled back in his head, like, Jesus Christ, please don't stop.
And then she was like, "Well, maybe I should just ask Russell."
Yeah, he's like enough of a man to take charge.
Oh, please don't say that.
Oh no, we'll do it next week. We'll do it
Yeah,
next week.
how about next week?
And did you notice how perfectly her undies matched her top? She
Oh,
was
no.
wearing like a button-down t-shirt, or not t-shirt, but like a
didn't.
button-down business
Maybe it was
t-shirt.
a onesie.
And it was her panties underneath were like exactly the same shade of lavender. So she's like,
She is Suzanne Stone. What makes you
Right?
think she tries on all that shit?
she made
Just
sure.
leaves her cooter
And I'm
juice.
sorry, did you think you needed that 16-year-old boy needed you to be wearing matching panties?
Girl, no.
You could be wearing granny panties
saying,
with holes in them. He don't
she
care.
would not have had to have spent this much time
No.
to get this stupid fucking kid and his stupid fucking pal to kill her
No.
husband.
This
No.
movie is unrealistic.
It is
Yes.
unrealistic. I feel like Pamela Smart didn't even work this fucking hard.
No. So when he says we can do it next week, now she's all excited. Oh, we can be together and you can sleep over and we can do anything
Right.
we want. Goes back down.
Oh, Nancy.
So now Larry's parents are prepping their 1-year anniversary celebration. And I'm
Yes,
sorry, my whole
1
family
year-
didn't come over to
No.
celebrate my 1-year
I
anniversary.
was always like, my parents anyway, at least, like, we're like, that's our thing. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to,
Throw
you
a
don't
big
get
party.
involved in our decision to get married. Like, that's not Like, you're not expected to do anything for us.
Right. And while it makes it seem like while this anniversary party is happening, Lydia and Russell and Jimmy get the gun and they go, well, but it shows that, but then it shows later Russell picking Jimmy up. So there was some time.
It's like a whole
difference here.
switcheroo back and forth, like the preparations on each end, what they're doing, what the kids are doing, all those things.
And the night it happens, Suzanne goes to work, so she's got plausible
Well, they go down
deniability.
to the restaurant, have a whole little applause and whatever. They have a little dinner, they have a little cake, and then she's got to go to work.
And he's home about to watch her on TV looking for Walter.
Right.
When you see Jimmy is already in the house.
They have gotten into the house and they're like, get down on the ground. They're going to rob him. He's like, no, hey, take whatever you want.
He's like, here's my Rolex. My
right. It's a
chain.
Rolex. I know it's a Rolex. No, you fucking don't.
And I can't give you my ring. My wife would kill me. And she's all,
She
would
kill you?
Suzanne would kill you? And he's
You
like,
know my wife?
And he almost can't pull the trigger, but he finally closes his eyes and thinks about fucking her. And now he can.
Right, because she's on the television.
She's right there, yeah.
And she's like,
and it's like she can feel it, like in
I
the
know.
moment her whole demeanor changes.
Well, like he shoots him, and then she's like, and on a personal note, I would just like to wish my husband,
as the light fades from his
right,
eyes,
a
she's
very
like,
happy 1 year anniversary.
now Larry's mom's phone rings and she starts screaming.
This scene, the way that this scene is shot, it's fucking pure poetry. You do not see her. You see Dad sitting doing whatever, and you hear the phone ring, and all you hear is she starts screaming. He just gets up and runs. Like, I feel like, I don't know. That whole scene is so
this
cool
is
to
so
me.
not the way a murder investigation happens. You don't call all of the family of the husband and
No, I
wife to
would
come sit
imagine.
in the living room while you dust for
Right?
fingerprints.
That's also true.
Like,
What
you
the
bring
fuck
him
were
to
they
the
doing in
station
the
to
house?
question
right,
them,
right.
sure.
Or you notify.
Right.
Well, they probably just fucking showed up.
I guess,
they
yeah.
all
They
live
don't
in the
let him
same town.
contaminate the crime.
Right. They don't let
Right.
him in the house.
Dude, yes, they do. They let you come in and fucking contaminate the crime scene. There's
Because
reasons why we
you
don't
help
know.
them dust for prints.
Right. Like,
We
I
could
need
use
you.
an extra hand.
Hey, will you go and look for little JonBenet? She's
I
got to
was
be
just
in
gonna
here
say, that's what they
somewhere.
did for
Right?
JonBenet.
That's true. That's true.
Why don't you fan out and check the house?
So you see him like picking up prints and whatever, and they find all these little pieces of shell. And we had seen earlier that
Right.
Russell is like a clam digger.
He's a clam. Yeah.
So his
Yeah, he is.
his sister gets the call at the
He's like,
Follies.
"These
She
people are
drops
fucking
to the
idiots."
floor. Yeah.
Right. Like, the calls go out. Everybody's finding out. She falls out right on the floor
And the TV plays the Star Spangled Banner.
as they're dusting for prints with this family sitting in shock
And
around the living
Suzanne
room.
looks
She
and
hears
sees all these flash bulbs going
the
off
media
outside.
has arrived.
And the cops are like, you don't have to talk to them.
Her
And she's
face.
like, why
yeah,
would
I do.
What? Of course.
Why
I'm going
wouldn't
to.
I? And out she goes to the
He has to
lights,
be on
camera,
TV.
action
Yep.
with Walter in her arms
Mm-hmm.
to just speak to the fucking media.
So at the funeral, Jimmy's fucking watching from behind a tree, and Lydia's just there at the funeral.
I know
what's happening.
I thought she said you guys cannot be like
get away.
we can't be seen together.
And back to him in prison talking about how I
well,
thought it
we
was
first
kind of
have
weird.
to like she pulls that fucking boombox out.
So first he
okay.
goes back to him in prison talking about how I just thought it was weird he didn't put up a fight when supposedly he has
was
such
like
a mean
this,
temper.
right? Like that was just kind of weird.
And then she's like, and he's talking about, I was just thinking about living with her and lying around on
Right,
topless
like-
beaches, working on her TV show.
Right, like
And
it was
then-
going to be beautiful paradise forever, just me and her.
And then she pulls out this boom box on his casket and turns it.
I all by myself. I would have come across that.
His family is
fucking
looking
casket
at her like, "Are you fucking serious, bitch?"
If that was my son, I don't care if he's a fucking adult,
Just come
and
flying
his
over it.
ex-wife, who I was already suspicious of,
Right?
pulls out a fucking boombox and slams it on top of his casket, talking about all by myself. I am coming over that casket at you.
And that's when Janice says, "I knew right then."
I
At
knew
that moment, I
she,
knew
like,
what
she
fucking
just got
happened.
rid of him. Like I fucking knew. Who wouldn't have known after
Yeah.
doing something like that? I don't think the real Pamela Smart did that. I don't
No,
think she
probably
did.
not.
She played Van Halen. It was totally
It was totally different.
She stood up on it and started dancing.
So later,
She played Hot
sometime
for Teacher.
sometime later, Lydia.
thought
Oh,
Phantom
hot for teacher.
Oh,
Oh, she wasn't
I
a
don't
teacher.
feel
but still.
tardy.
Why did we love that fucking
I got
song?
my pencil.
I love Van Halen. God damn it. So Lydia
Not
comes
Van
to her-
Hagar.
No. Lydia comes to her door to ask, what are we going to do? I'm scared. And she's like,
what the
get
fuck?
the fuck
Like,
away
you
from
need
me.
to not be here. And she's like, well, Jimmy's here. She's like, what the fuck?
She's like, shit, get in here quick. You tell him to stay away. And what's the matter? Don't you watch Mystery Theater?
Right? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you here? She's like, I thought we were friends.
He needs to see you. He's dying,
dying
of
of
love.
love.
And Russell wants his money in CDs. And she's like, will you tell him shut up or he'll be playing his CDs in the gas chamber.
Right. And you see fucking Jimmy out there like all, huh? That stupid fucking look on his face.
And she tells her, we have to pretend we never knew each other. And she's like, what
Right.
about the TV show? Grow
Grow
up.
up.
And Lydia goes out and tells Jimmy, and the cops are fucking watching. Of course. This whole thing
they
happened.
are. Duh.
So Suzanne pulls up to the TV station with her dog and tells her boss, oh, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to give you that exclusive. And he's like,
well, I don't give a
What?
shit. Whatever.
about your fucking husband's murder?
I know, but everybody's been, on my phone. Like, I know you'd understand.
And she's like, I got to pick up my tapes. And he's like, cops took
the
them.
cops have them.
But
Like,
they're mine.
no, they're
They're
actually
ours.
ours.
And they said it was standard procedure. So she peels out.
Of course.
And then the boss shows us the part of the tape the
he was
cops
like,
were interested
They
in.
were very interested in this. And so she's recording in this classroom. It's the entire class.
Yeah, this isn't just the three of them alone.
And she's talking about sex and AIDS and all of this shit.
And she asked Jimmy, what is he? Are you concerned about AIDS? And he goes, in my present situation, I don't worry about that type of thing.
Right. She's just clean.
She's very clean. And he winks
Winks
at her.
and like Russell's face.
And it's like the girl at the Jumbotron thing that happened recently that got all that
Yes.
attention. The girl who's just making that knowing smile on the side, like, ooh, you busted.
Right.
That's Russell.
like clearly.
So the cops, they find the gun. First you see the clips or he talks about these clips were on First Edition and American
Right.
Justice. Jimmy's mom watching him get arrested. He's got the photo booth pics on him.
In his pocket, always and forever. Like, why'd she let him keep that shit?
They find the gun at Lydia's. They trudge out into the ocean to arrest
Walk
Russell.
straight out into the water.
He had to come back in. You didn't need to wet your fucking suits and get into the car all
was
soggy.
dramatic and strong. I don't know. They were having a fucking moment. Let them feel their oats.
So back to Suzanne telling the camera she was shocked beyond comprehension that these disadvantaged youngsters would kill my husband.
Right?
It simply boggles one with disbelief.
Boggles.
But the upside is my documentary will be in demand.
Right. Like, everyone's going to want to fucking know.
So the cops got all the kids at the station. They're like, "Oh, Jimmy Russell told us everything. Your prints are on
He
the
was
gun."
like, your dick is bigger than your brain.
And he's
He's
like,
like,
"Oh,
you
he
really
said
said
that?"
that? He's like, I don't think that was a compliment, you dipshit.
You idiot. His prints are on the gun. Russell left clamshells all over
Right.
the
He was like,
scene.
y'all are actually dumb as fuck. Like,
Larry's
you left
blood and brains are on his shoes.
on your shoes. Your prints were all over the gun.
And he
You
just
fucking-
immediately, he used to beat her up and threaten to kill her, and she's taking us to California. So, and they're like, for what? And he goes, so I could
We're
be a
in
sports
love.
announcer.
Right, because we're in love.
My voice, she says,
Come on, Jimmy.
since today on baseball. It's like all mumbling.
Come
Like, what the
on.
fuck?
I'm gonna be a sport.
When'd you start banging her? It wasn't like that. We were in love. And he starts remembering her dancing in the rain.
Right, and all of the places.
Yeah,
that
how many
they
times do you have sex? Lots, I guess.
Yeah, like where?
Her dead husband's bed, the
Right.
car,
Her
once at
parents'
school,
house,
her
at
parents,
school.
motels.
Right.
And so Lydia gets wired up to record and calls to meet with Suzanne at the mall. And she's being all nice. And it's like,
She's
"No,
like,
what's
oh,
this?"
have you lost weight?
Yeah.
She starts poking at her.
And
Poking
she's
at her,
like,
poking at
what's
her.
all this about talking to the police? And she goes, well, I just figured Russell would tell them everything. And she's like, no one will believe either
Right,
of them.
no one's going to believe
They're
them.
just some punks. There's no evidence we were involved. And if it's anyone is in trouble, it's you for getting that gun.
I know. Why would they even say it? I don't even know what you're talking about.
And she pulls her into the mall back rooms and is like, listen, I never gave Russell some fucking money. It was all your idea. You're sickos and scumbags. And she's like, I thought we were friends.
Right, like grow up again.
Yeah, take some advice from a friend and keep your fucking mouth shut. It's my word against theirs. They're teen trailer trash. I'm a professional from a good home.
And I feel like that was actually part of those recordings where like, who is going to believe them over me?
But she gets out on bail. Her bail was only $30,000 for murder or accessory or whatever, setting
I
up
don't
a
know
murder.
if they didn't have a very strong case, perhaps. Well, also it's 1995.
And The Wire is inadmissible in court because it's
a lot
recorded
of it was
without her knowledge.
Well, yeah, it was without her knowledge, and also in the real times, it was also highly like unintelligible. You couldn't hear vast parts of it. They made like this whole transcript. Whatever. I still think she did it, but
right. So someone asked, "Did you get those kids to kill your husband?" And she's like, "I love Larry Moretto with all my heart."
Right.
The fact is, my husband had a serious. This is her talking to the news.
Right. The cocaine.
He had a serious
problem.
cocaine problem. I said it. I
finally said it.
And so she says these boys got him addicted to cocaine,
right?
And became
Without
his
my
main
knowledge,
supplier without her knowledge.
And then when they come to like collect their money, they robbed him and killed him.
I had no intention of revealing this dark side of his character,
but
to
this
his
has made
parents.
it impossible.
And her parents are like,
I know, they're all sitting there like
this
fucking bitch.
They're like, that's the last time we saw her. And
that's
so then,
what the dad says.
Yep.
Was like, that was the last time, which makes me think this interview on the Laura show is after the events, of all the events.
So Suzanne's still talking to the camera, talking about, that brings us up to today. I've been getting offers from all these studios. And talks about how being a reporter is like being a secret agent.
Right. And that's why I kind of was into the secretive nature of our meeting.
And so she realized she's doing a self-tape for some anonymous Hollywood.
She's
don't know.
sending this tape off to somebody.
But she goes and she takes the tape to meet this man who is
David Cronenberg. Well, I kept calling. I was like, not Eric Roberts. I was like, oh, it's Eric Roberts. No,
nope,
that's not Eric Roberts. So I kept like all the notes I make were not Eric Roberts. And then when I looked at the thing, like, man
it's
at
David
the
Cronenberg.
lake,
yeah,
man at the lake, not just some random in the background. No, David Cronenberg. Duh.
And she's like, oh, you came all the way from Hollywood? And he goes, oh, I came a long way.
I came a long way to see you. I would come along. Who's this? This is Walter.
And he's like, let's get out of the car and take a little walk.
Right. I want to show you something.
And they go down the snowy hill and across some ice and out of frame.
Right. Like, oh, come over here. I want to show you, whatever. And she's like, what? What is it?
Cut back to the Moretto's restaurant where the cops are eating. And the dad gets a phone call from David Cronenberg.
And it's in Italian.
And he just looks over at his wife.
At mom, like, it's done.
And you see later the snow blows off this icy lake, and underneath is her trapped in the ice.
The ice princess herself.
James will be in prison for life. Russell copped a plea and only got 16 years. And Lydia didn't go to jail at all.
She didn't go to jail at all.
And so now it's Jimmy talking about how hard it is to even remember what she looked like, except in his dreams. Where he's a sportscaster and she's by his side.
And he like jerks off every fucking night.
Guaranteed.
I think he says that.
Probably. And Lydia repeats the thing she had said earlier, or that Suzanne had said about, like, if people are watching you, you're a better person. So if everyone was on TV, there'd be better people.
Right. And she's like, it's kind of funny. I'm going to be the one that's famous now.
Yeah, I'm going on Oprah and
hate it.
Phil
that
Donahue.
Kill her.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, I got Oprah and Donahue.
Suzanne
and
would die if she knew.
She would die if she knew. And that's when you see
this beautiful closing scene of Larry's sister ice skating
and
over her fucking face
Janice
with a
just
smile.
Is out there. I bet she knows. I'm
you
sure
got to pick up every stitch.
Oh no! Must be the season of the witch.
I love it. Love it.
Same.
So for 30 years, Pamela Smart denied any involvement at all in this. And then in 2019, she supposedly accepted responsibility to try and get parole. But no, she denies masterminding this. She denies ever asking
There's
them
a
to
reason
do this.
she hasn't been paroled.
The only responsibility she took was not realizing how obsessed Billy was with her to kill her husband.
Okay.
But there was really the secret wire. The both boys were released in 2015.
All
so
three of them.
Or all three of them.
There was three of them, yeah. One of them was just a driver. Only Billy, whatever the hell, was the one that actually shot him. And there was a third accomplice that I don't remember what they did. And then the girl.
But apparently, Pamela Smart has earned multiple graduate degrees and is a model inmate.
She's got multiple graduate degrees and no lips.
Yes, she's very thin lips. Very,
she is
thin
very,
lips.
very, very thin lip. But yeah, I did watch that afterwards. I was like, because I remember
it being a big thing on TV.
Well, no, just watching the like the 2020s and the datelines about the killer teacher. Like she wasn't a teacher. She was
you said media coordinator or something
or whatever. But she went to Winnicott High and did almost the kind of same thing that Suzanne did, which was like a real world reality show type of thing.
I have some text messages, some more messages from For Calling Kens.
Oh, good.
Wait, what does this say?
Send
a story. Oh. In regards, read if and when you want. In regards to spicy B-roll. You guys, we do spicy B-roll sometimes on Patreon.
Oh.
This is what it says. It's only an Eiffel Tower if the dudes make out, so it comes to a point. Otherwise, it's just a wobbly H.
Oh, I thought it was only an Eiffel
And that's
Tower
what I
if they
said.
high five.
I
What
said,
was
no,
it
I
you
thought, I said they could, no, they high five. And he says, yeah, you said that, but my version's more fun.
What was it you got? Did you call it the Tower of Pisa? Well, you got it.
No, the
No,
Eiffel
the Eiffel
Tower.
Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, because it makes the point.
Yeah. And then he said, I think that test Taco Bell that I talked about in the Demolition Man episode was in Huntington Beach.
Oh.
Because the one I always went to on Beach Boulevard on the way to the beach growing up had the touchscreen ordering machines and weird menu items that were usually pretty good, but most didn't stick around. And that's why I would go there whenever I could. It was the first Taco Bell with the 7-layer burrito.
Oh.
I don't know if that Taco Bell is still there, though. It was the only one I ever saw with the self-ordering. Remember I said I had the kiosks
that's right. The kiosk.
way back in the 90s?
Yeah.
So we got some messages. If you guys want to send in some messages, 702-720-DOOM. You can email us, doomgenerationpodcast@gmail.com. You can leave comments if you listen on Spotify on episodes.
We'll get around to reading them.
And if
Join-
you want some filthy, spicy B-roll, join
Yeah,
Patreon.
filthy, spicy B-roll.
Patreon.com/.
That was the
Doom
dirtiest one in a
Generation.
while,
It
to
was.
be honest.
One of our listeners, Jared, said that had an extra wasabi on that one. So if you want to hear us randomly talk about sex toys and other
Or just
random
whatever.
things,
That was like that one time. We don't like
No.
constantly talk about sex toys.
But you never know what you might get.
I mean, if you're
it's like
paying.
a spicy grab bag.
It's a spicy it's a 6-demon bag
Yep.
for bullshit.
So yeah, get over there, check those things out, like, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. And until next week,
We'll talk at you next time. Later, Doomers.